end. Oh, 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Borussia Dortmund come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And that's another good win of the ball. That's headed upfield. Serginho. No, that's been intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's got away. That's an imaginative pass. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's intervened well there. Azar.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Azar. Borussia Dortmund just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Ibrahimovic. No luck with that dink over the top.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Serginho. And it's Ibrahimovic. Looking tidy in possession here. Danger averted for now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Serginho. Dink through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Seedorf. Numero 18.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neymar gets over and intercepts.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, such a clever touch. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Shevchenko, and it's loft. A header! So close to drawing level.
Van Basten is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Odo. Beckenbauer. Azar. Serginho. Costa Curta. Borussia Dortmund still ahead by the game's only goal. Odo. Adriano. And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! And that could have brought them level.
Van Basten was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Rui Costa. And here's Platini. No way through, so back it comes. And he's heaved it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's picked his way through. And it's Bale. Played out wide. That's good running with the ball. AC Milan could counter here. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Now it's Bale. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bale. Oh, they could break here. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's... He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. It's a good ball out wide. Costa Curta. Spread it left. And he's heaved it away. Serginho for Bale. Serginho. Well, that looks a decent ball. There's no flag. Cannavaro with the clearance. Borussia Dortmund have it back and can go again. Serginho. And here's Mbappe.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Serginho. And it's Serginho. It's a good run down the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. Neymar. Yaya Toure. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Frimpong. Nuno Mendes. Shifted it to the flank. It's a searching pass. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's come to nothing. Costa Curta. Serginho. Rafinha. And that was nowhere near his best. Serginho. Gattuso cannot be beaten that easily. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. And it's Serginho. Cannavaro. Gattuso. He's in plenty of space here. And they've got rid. Borussia Dortmund are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Raul aims beyond the defence.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Nuno Mendes. Great vision. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. The less said about that pass, the better. Ter Stegen clears.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. Gattuso. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Borussia Dortmund have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to...
And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Neymar made a good run there. Neymar. Rafinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's been cut out, well played. Bale. And Serginho. Yaya Toure. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Costa Curta. Borussia Dortmund just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And it's Frimpong. Played back into the centre. Conte. He's given it away. He's away.
That's good play from him.
Good claim by the keeper.
Well, his positioning was just spot on and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rafinha, who's set up one goal so far. Rafinha. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Cannavaro. Now Gattuso. Back to the keeper it goes. Cannavaro. And it's Frimpong. Threads one in. And here's Thuram. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ball played for Conte. Played back in. Time and again they are repelled.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Neymar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Raul. Tries to pass it through. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Raul. He's onside. Rafinha! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Frimpong. Conte. Nuno Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And here's Mbappe, showing good feet. Out
There
to the
will be
right.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Costa Curta. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, we're underway.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good...
Big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to play it through. Oh, just skips past his man. It's out for a goal kick. Nicely intercepted, nicely spread. Now a droll. Some good work on the right flank here. Bell! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Roberto Carlos. Pele. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Distributed tidily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fired deep towards the back post. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pele. Roberto Carlos looks across and plays it in. It's a throw-in. Now it's Cruyff, and it's Vieira. Cannavaro. Lovely feet. Now the delivery. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Milan have their second corner now. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Milan have their third corner. Ronaldinho powering forward. He's got tall. He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Aimed beyond the defence. 15 minutes till half-time. Pierre. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Borussia Dortmund presented with a golden opportunity here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead. Pelé, it's Pelé!
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 5, Mbappe. Coming on the field is...
Can he get on the end of this? Delivers the ball. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he whips it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Borussia Dortmund have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Rafinha. Now that's well seen too. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Rafinha. Van Basten. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Has crossed it. It's a mighty effort! And we've reached half-time. Borussia Dortmund were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Borussia Dortmund are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Borussia Dortmund are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. And he's gone searching crossfield.
Oh, really well played.
In towards the backs, he gets big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Borussia Dortmund come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Goes down, but nothing given.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Deep cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Pullet takes control of it and he's on the move. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
Now it's Neymar. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Turns and goes back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's well positioned here. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That has not gone well. Odo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Applies the finish! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Nicked it back promptly. Cruyff. Good, strong midfield running here. Driving through the middle. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Serginho. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Takes a shot. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Thuram cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer. Now Cruyff. Saka. And this is Pullet. He's in space and looking for options. Raul. He's gone for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number
So, time
18,
for changes on
Neymar.
both sides, actually.
Number 10.
We have got
Rafinha.
ourselves a game here.
Number 11.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now,
Number
Peter, but they've got to stay
27,
calm and not go
Serginho.
completely gung-ho.
Coming on the field. Number 4.
Saka! Oh, he's hit the bar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly
Number
bold,
2,
Peter. He's never short on
Marquinhos.
confidence.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Bale. Otto. Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Beckenbauer carries the ball down the right.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Hazard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Raul, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be...
Bullish header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Hazard cuts it out. Back to the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there.
Decent chance! And he's done it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bernardo Silva, that's really well manoeuvred. Toure cuts out the pass, could move up a gear here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Kagawa. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva looking to run onto it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Raul. Opts to play it back.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Raul.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's onto this. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Borussia Dortmund are trailing against the run of play. And it's made its way to him. That is a brilliant interception. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's away. Now it's Neymar. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when
Can he finish? Raul. Serginho. Pass somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Raul. Serginho. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Azar. Serginho. And here's the chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the...
And Batistuta! He's got away with one there. And it's Azar. Azar puts his foot on the gas. Azar, nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Back into the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. Pulls over the line, and it is a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Bernardo Silva. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
And this Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities.
And we've reached half-time. Borussia Dortmund come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Borussia Dortmund are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Long time, excellent interception. Xabi Alonso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Neymar. And this is Azar. Now it's Neymar. Look at the space here. Shot at goal! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Borussia Dortmund take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And here's Mbappe. Shoots! And that has been slung wide. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Threads one in. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Xabi Alonso is standing over this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
El dorsal 15 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 21.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Neymar being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And the pass is intercepted. Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. And this is Batistuta. Good running, strong and purposeful. Short changes him with that pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming. Big chance! He has done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Real Hazard! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Batistuta.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4.
Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
Well, it's great commit.
And he's had a hit. It's there. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Costa Curta. And it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Driving through the middle. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he shoots! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Aubameyang. Out to the right. Yamal is onto this. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Neymar. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. To Hazard. And it's Yaya Toure. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's it. Borussia Dortmund have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So it's down to business here. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Lovely feet. Kokchu. And this is Batistuta. Tries a deft little ball. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Ball driven towards the far post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. In with the challenge. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, they could be caught out here. And there's the shot! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Rafinha. He's in a great position. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now that is commitment to the cause. Bale plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So we're still where we started right now. Kokchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Serginho puts his foot on the gas. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's got the beating of his man. Rafinha! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Borussia Dortmund have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cannavaro. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's good running with the ball. Kokchu. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Almost half an hour in now. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. De Jong. Rafinha. Cannavaro. And Rafinha. Kokchu. Rafinha. Oh, it's Batistuta. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's heaved it away, and they're quick to get it back. Lovely bit of skill.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now this could be a chance. He's played it back. Neymar was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. It's a promising position. That is lovely. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Rafinha. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Borussia Dortmund have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Plays the return pass. Rafinha takes control of it and he's on the move. That looks a good ball through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out to the right, Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Kukçu. Oh, a bust challenge. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Celtic grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's Batistuta. Rafinha.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rafinha. Celtic are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He might be in. Real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bale. Serginho. Now it's Raul. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Knocks it into space, and he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10.
De Jong.
Rafinha. Number 18.
Celtic looking to pass their way through.
Coming on the field.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's gone loose.
Number 20.
Yamal is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's well spotted. Cannavaro. Kaka. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Celtic really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
De Jong. Kaka. Now it's Neymar. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure. Zico. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
I think we're just about done here. And he's in on goal. Now, can he find a finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Deftly away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well played, well played. The ball goes in. And he's dealt with that well. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Borussia Dortmund against
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played into space out wide. He's cut it out. Nice bit of trickery. Neymar, plenty to aim. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been won straight back.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Otto puts them all in. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Yaya Toure. Raul. Mbappe. Look at the shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking. Great chance! Driving through the middle. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Pele. And it's Bale. Pele. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele. It's Pele! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He came in hard, very hard. And this is Del Piero. And he's managed... Del Piero! Off the post! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Del Piero really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Bonucci. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good take and Del Piero! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. He has a look up. Totti. Pirlo. And now the breakaway. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Costa Curta. And Rafinha. Serginho. Oh, super find. Raul. engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Raul. Neymar. So much time and space here. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Serginho. Totti. Pele.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could be danger here. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe is flagged offside. Rafinha. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Yaya Toure. Now it's Rafinha. Raul. Now there's a fine ball. Pirlo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tries to pass it through. And the finish! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could...
Applies the finish! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Pele. Now it's Del Piero. Rafinha spots it and intercepts. Marquinhos. Now he's got space here. Oh, it's a great ball here. Nice interception, well timed. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Borussia Dortmund in control at half-time, 2-0. So off we go once more. And here's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar could move up a gear here. And it's been played through. And he's surging through. And the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Costa Curta. Marquinhos. Serginho. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Serginho. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Yaya Toure. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Neymar has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The attendance for this match
Always
was
going over the top.
60,332.
Some resolute defending there. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Serginho. Raul gets into some space. Rafinha is onto this. There's the shot! He scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Neymar demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys. Iniesta did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? Really well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Borussia Dortmund are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gullit has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. This might spell... Tries a shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Mendes. Oh, cracking ball. Conte! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Feyenoord would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Foot in. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And here's Mbappe. Real chance! Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Odo. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. No goals as yet. Toure spots it and intercepts. Odo. And Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Conte. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Conte. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good ball! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is it's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mbappe, and it's Conte. Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic. Yaya Toure. And it's Serginho. Bale. And Serginho. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Yaya Toure. Neymar. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Marquinhos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Yaya Toure. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Raul. That's a nicely shaped ball. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, a big chance! Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. And smartly reclaimed. Neymar chips it through.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's in a good position. Surely! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Feyenoord are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard. And they're back on the ball again. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Neymar. That has not gone well. Adams. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Raul. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Decent chance! They've done it! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Feyenoord surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, Neymar, and here's Mbappe, and this is Raul. There's no flag. Raul proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. No foul, says the referee. Aims beyond the defence. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Back into the middle, and he was quick to react. Borussia Dortmund are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances?
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 22, Isco. Number 15, Rijkaard.
They've played it short.
Conte.
That's
Number
tidy.
20, Ibrahimovic. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 8,
It's Caicedo.
Pedri. Number 16, Rodri. Number 7, Kukçu. Number 19, Musa Diaby.
Beckenbauer
Number 11, Owen.
looking to play him in.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's
Will
managed
be
to get
2
free.
minutes Added time.
He's found a way past. Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for the run. There's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Diaby is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Beckenbauer plays it short. Tries to cross. And it's hoisted clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Borussia Dortmund were involved in a great game here, unpredictable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Turkey
palpable.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Turkey have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Bale proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Zico. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Zico probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Nicked it back promptly. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yaya Toure. Bale! Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's been caught on it! Decent chance! And they've got rid. And it's Serginho. Serginho has it out wide and in space. And that is going out for a goal kick. Still goalless at the moment. Michael tries to pass it through. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Rafinha. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Looking for options for movement. It's Son Heung-min! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Zico. Pass somewhat off target. 15 minutes till half-time. Rafinha. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pull it. Messi. And it's Maicon. All the way back. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rafinha. Passing nice and neat. Oh, it's Raul. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Bale taking charge of the dead ball. Great chance here to level it up. And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Toure spots it and intercepts. That has not gone well. Costa Curta.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Son Heung-min had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Bullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's having a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, what a climb! No mistake! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's going to be disappointed with that. It's good running with the ball, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, that's a great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Turkey take the lead. Here's a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Rafinha gets it clear, takes the shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Serginho. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And here's Raul. It's gone out for a throw-in. And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, given away. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Otto getting this one clear. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Zico. Roberto Carlos. Son Heung-min gets into some space. Raul. Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Rafinha. Gullit. Messi. Serginho. Now it's Raul. Mbappe. Gullit. Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Raul.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Otto promptly onto that, and that is that. Yaya Toure. Tries from distance. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Zico has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fired deep towards the back post.
Substitution for Turkey, number 45.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 4, Gullit. Number 20, Messi. Number 6, Son Heung-min.
Looking for a run-up.
Number 24.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Toure. Coming on the field.
Yamal could try
Number
cutting inside
21,
here.
Ibrahimovic. Number 18, Pele.
Well, that
Number
might be that,
13,
Peter. Maybe
Yamal.
both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe. Number 5, Gerrard. Substitution.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. Up he goes! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Turkey take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Azar. Costa Curta. Lobbed in behind. Delivers. Chance! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Robertson. And it's put. Header! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Rafinha, and it's Bale. Mbappe! And that was very necessary. Raul. And that has left him in a heap. Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Otto. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Otto. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Rafinha played into space. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Passing nice and neat. Platini. Palmer look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Chance to be rises! It's in! And this is getting better and better. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Neymar. Nice control. Robertson deals with that comfortably. Muscular approach does pay off here. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Driving forward. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bastoni. And it's Otto. Rijkaard. Played back in. Well timed, excellent interception. And they can counter here. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic. Cleared without complication. Some really good ball movement. Looking for options. For chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting